What's up, family? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for rocking with me. I appreciate it. Still building the channel. Still trying to drop this content, help people, answer questions, a little fun, a little entertainment, build a community. So thanks for all of you who continue to check in and watch the videos. It means a lot. I want to dip into the relationship bag, and I made a video earlier where I asked a question. I kind of want to ask a question on this one. To the ladies, I want to ask, who determines the value that you bring to the relationship? I want you to think about that. Who determines the value or even your value of what you bring to the relationship? They say, at least on Google, that 98% of marriage proposals that are made, 98% are done by the male. That means that only 2% of proposals are done by the woman, which means, I'm just trying to make this as plain as I can, it is the man that is given the invitation for marriage. We could even say for long-term commitment, but we would just, to keep it short, we'll say marriage. The man is the one that is extending the invitation. The man is the one that has to come to the woman and say, will you be mine? What women control, ladies, if we want to talk earthly, women determine when and whether or not a man will be able to have physical relations with you. In most situations. I'm not talking about abuse. I ain't talking about that. In a normal setting, if physical intimacy is going to happen, women determine when and or if that will even happen. There's nothing a man can do about it. If she wants to take 90 days, she wants to take a year, if she says not till we get married, women determine the length of time for physical intimacy. But women, ladies, you don't get to determine the value, and this is why it's so important to understand what that particular man is looking for, if you're even going to be a fit for him. See, when it gets twisted, and our society is twisted, when it gets twisted, a woman, and I'm just going here. I'm just going. Just work with me. A woman can say, I have 4 degrees. I make well over 6 figures. I have my own house, 2 cars, a dog. None of that may suit the man that you're talking to. So y'all already are not going to be compatible in a way that he needs for what he sees his life. So he's not going to extend the invitation for a long-term commitment or marriage because the value that you think you have is not what he's looking for. But you may be very attractive. There is a difference between your physical appearance and your long-term value according to his mission and purpose and goal in life. Ladies, don't get it twisted. I'm trying to help you, okay? I'm trying to help you. Because women will say all the time, I'm good enough for him to sleep with, but I'm not good enough for him. Yes, yes, you are attractive. Yes, you got pretty eyes. Yes, you got pretty feet. Yes, you got that sassy walk. Yes, you got them curves in all the right places. Yes, you got that accent. Yes, you got that country grammar. Y'all remember what was the show that Ti played on ATL? Lord London had that little southern accent. So boy, I tell you what I wouldn't have gave to play that part Ti had. Yeah, got all that. But don't get it twisted. Long term, even though we are visual, we're going to look first to see if you are attractive to us. That is number one. Putting you on game, ladies. That is number one. And if I can say, in terms of being and talking about being attractive, and I'm not saying, don't wear wigs, I'm not saying that. Just hear me well. The closer you are to being raw in your appearance, the better for a man. Because at the end of the day, the nature and the core of a man is going to lean towards what's real. That's why if you remember back in the day, it didn't matter what was going on. The dudes would say, I'm real, I'm the real one. Because even if he was lying, everybody wants to be able to identify with what's real. I'm real. Man, them knockoff Jordans, these the real Jordans. Man, them knockoff British Knights, these the real British Knights. Man, that's a knockoff chain. It's a real chain. Everything was real, 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 real. Just remember that, dealing with a man. At the end of the day, his core is going to lean towards what's real. He may accept things because he knows that in the culture, women or whatever, women like, the designs and to do different things and to be artistic or whatever in their, in their glamour and in their setup and different things. But I'm just telling you, when it comes to your appearance, we're going to lean towards what's real long term. This is what I'm saying. Long term. You could have two people walking to a restaurant at the same time. One of them, she got all her body out, everything all over the place. Yes, the dude's going to ooh and ah. Yes, the dude's going to go to giving each other a fist pump and talking about what they'll do with that. Yes, that's going to happen. Yes, everybody's going to be in her face and try to holler at her, get her phone number. Yes. 6 months later, ain't none of them dudes going to be dealing with her. Capiche? So we are going to look at first at the outward appearance. The second thing we look for, though, if we're going for long term, is does she bring value into my life based on my purpose, my goal, and where it is that I'm trying to go. And that's what's going to be the separator between one woman and the other woman. Who brings the value? And the woman don't get to determine what that is, because more than likely what she think it is not going to be what he thinks that it is. And it can't be about money, degrees, businesses, unless that's what he's into. So if you got a man that is a business owner and he's looking to expand and do different things, and then she comes in with a particular degree that would allow him, she come in with a real estate license, he's already thinking about that field, already got houses and land, different things, then that would be a great fit. So, but that's the deal. If he's not that, see, if he's just working let's just say he might be a top supervisor at UPS making good money. She come in and she want to throw the fact that she got real estate license and all. That don't mean nothing to him. That's not of a value that he's going to be looking for. His value is going to be determined by something else. So now we got to look at how respectful is she? How does she act? How does she speak? What is her tone? What is her spirit? Does she have a nourishing nature? That's another important one for the ladies. Is she nourishing? And the older the men get, the more we look for that type of woman. Is she a nourishing woman? Is she a compassionate woman? Is she a forgiving woman? Is she an understanding woman? Is she a considerate woman? Is she special? Does she come a dime a dozen? Her way of thinking, is it just like everybody else? He don't want no, we do want you to be, we do want to know that you think that you witty and you quick on your feet. We do want to know that. Does she nag a lot? Does she complain all the time? Is it always something going on that she just can't stand? So anyway, I'm going to keep this one short. I just wanted to remind the ladies, you don't get to determine your own. That's why all that talk about on the table, they'll never, them women, they're going to get ran through. I'm just telling you, they're not gonna get, nobody gonna settle down with that. Nobody's gonna pull forth the invitation of a long-term commitment and or marriage in that situation. Because we're not looking, the table gives no value to us. Just because you look good and your body is tight and you got the body of a strip, that has no value. That's just more attention. That's all that is. You just bringing more attention. There's no value to us other than going in and getting the oohs and the ahs. There's no value to that. And we already know that women that are used to a lot of attention is going to have a hard time settling down, which is why OnlyFans and things like that, ain't nobody fooling with them kind of women. Oh yeah, they'll mess with them, but a woman that's used to that kind of attention, we already know one man not going to be able to satisfy her lust, if you please, for attention, her desire for attention. One man not going to be able to do it. We already know that. So more than likely, she ain't gonna. That imitation is not going to go for it. You don't get to determine your own value. The value is determined by the man, what he's already looking for. When you go to get a job, it don't matter what you tell the person that you're sitting down in the interview. They already know what they're looking for. And then based on what you are, they will determine if you're a good fit or not. You don't get to show up and say, I got 4 cars, so I'll be the best employee you ever had. They don't care about that. I already got my own house, so I'll be the best branch manager you ever seen. They don't care about that. But anyway, y'all get in the comments and tell me what y'all think. I didn't want to offend nobody, but I got to keep it real and set the record straight. Man is the one that puts the value on what he needs and desires for long-term commitment. At the end of the day, if we're staying traditional and keep it real, the role of the woman in terms of marriage is to be the helpmeet to the man. Help me to the man. Help me to the man. Say that a couple of times. The help me to the man. So you have to be able to fit with his structure of what he already has going on. But Professor X, he ain't got no vision, then you don't need to be with him. He ain't got nothing going on. Why are you with him? He won't stay out my DMs. That's on you. Block him. He got a nice car. His cologne smell good. Well, keep going out with him. It's your world. But when you're ready for something serious, something long term, something commit, especially as we get older, just remember you're going to have to fit into what he has going on, which means you have to already be that or be willing to conform to that, which I don't recommend that you conform to too much to where you're no longer yourself. There's always someone for everybody. So ain't nobody perfect. So the closer we can just be ourselves and still fit in, that would be the best way. But anyway, get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. I appreciate it. Keep rocking with me and we'll keep going up. Be blessed.